Hi everyone, I'm Leandro Cacau and I am a PhD student in Public Health Nutrition at School of Public Health at University of São Paulo in Brazil. My abstract is entitled Ultra-Processed Food Intake and Lower Adherence to EAT-Lancet Sustainable Diet in the Brazilian Population. So first of all, my colleagues and I we declare that there is no conflict of interest in our presentation. So early in 2019, the EAT-Lancet Commission on Health, Diet for Sustainable Food Systems released a scientific report and debated about the sustainable food systems. And in this scientific report, they proposed a global reference sustainable diet called the Planetary Health Diet. And the global adoption of these dietary recommendations would prevent 11 million deaths per year. However, although the EAT-Lancet Diets Commission had been sparked the scientific discussion about food systems and sustainable diets, little has been talked and discussed about ultra-processed foods. So the aim of our present study is to evaluate the association between ultra-processed food intake with adherence to the EAT-Lancet diet using the Planetary Health Diet Index. So we use data from a national dietary survey, the last one in Brazil, which is a national population-based study with 46,164 individuals aged 10 years older. The individual food consumption of this national dietary survey was evaluated using the 24-hour dietary recall. So to evaluate the adherence to EAT-Lancet, we use the Planetary Health Diet Index, which is a diet index with 16 components divided in 4 categories. So the adequate components, the optimum components, the ratio components, and the moderation components. And together, they can range from 0 to 150 points. The novel food system was used to classify foods according to extended and purposes of food processing. So the group 1 is the fresh or minimally processed foods. The group 2 is the processed culinary ingredients. The group 3 is the processed foods. And the last one, the group 4, is the ultra-processed food. And this is the classification that we use it in our abstract. So as a result, we found a normal distribution of the Planetary Health Diet Index in our population, and the Brazilian population reached only 14.9 points in the PAGI, and this score can range from 0 to 150 points. So the Brazilian population seems to have a poor adherence to EAT-Lancet recommendation. Here we can see the association, the linear association between the Planetary Health Diet Index and the share of ultra-processed foods in the diet. So we can see that higher the share of ultra-processed foods, lower the adherence to EAT-Lancet diet. And then after that, we conduct regression linear models and adjusted for some covariates to evaluate this association. And we found in the adjusted linear regression model that higher share of ultra-processed foods, which is the 50 quintile of the share of this ultra-processed food in the diet, we observed that was associated with lower 50.38 points in the Planetary Health Diet Index, which means lower adherence to EAT-Lancet diet. And we adjusted this analysis for sex, age, per capita income, self-reported race, and also residence area. As a conclusion, we can discuss that although EAT-Lancet be a landmark in discussions on sustainable food systems, little has been discussed about the impact of ultra-processed food on current food systems and their environmental impact. And we can see in our analysis that higher share of ultra-processed food, which is higher intake of ultra-processed food, was associated with lower adherence to its EAT-Lancet recommendations, which is to a sustainable diet. These are the reference of our presentation. Thank you so much.